What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over getting over that stubborn belly fat, how to get over it, how to lose it, the step-by-step formula, and what you need to walk out of this video after 10 minutes to get the step-by-step blueprint. Everything you need on how to get your dream body and to necessarily lose that stubborn belly fat, which kills a lot of dreams. So today we're going to be going over 3 essentials. 1, the dieting. 2, the strength training. 3, the progress tracking. How we're going to consolidate all these 3 things to get you the step-by-step blueprint. So with that being said, let's get right into it, guys. So when we're talking about losing stubborn belly fat, this is probably the most demotivating way to essentially quit your journey. I could tell you because my 7-year journey has been, I've gone through all the ups, the highs, the lows, all the downs, everything in between. So I just want you guys to get over that and to not go through it essentially. So let's get right into it. So when we're talking about our nutrition, guys, we have to understand core factor 1. How do we lose body fat percentage? And guys, the way to do it essentially is having a step-by-step process, which is essentially knowing your macros, tailoring your macros specifically to a customized plan that works for your body and your body type. Do not just deplete all your carbs. Do not just do 10 hours of cardio every single day. That does not work, guys. I hate to give you the hard reality. Don't do that. So let's get into step 1, how we're going to do this nutrition wise. So first, we have to realize that our nutrition is the key part, guys. Nutrition to 80% of the work. Working out's only 20, unless you want to go 70-30. However you want to break it down, just hammer down your nutrition to lose your body fat percentage. Because the way we're going to go about this, guys, is you have to think that you cannot outrun a bad diet. If your maintenance calories is 2,000 and you're eating 2,500 calories every single day, you're going to just lose it. You're not going to essentially lose weight. And it's the hard reality that a lot of people just don't understand. So please write that down. You cannot outrun a bad diet. So now let's break down to our macronutrients. So our macros, we have 3 core macros we need to go over: our fats, our proteins, and our carbs. So when we talk about our proteins, guys, our proteins the biggest thing to shred down our belly fat. When we're talking about this, guys, because what we're essentially going to do is be in a calorie deficit. So step 1, make sure we understand our maintenance calories. There are a bunch of maintenance calories calculators. Just go online and use the best one that's for you to understand your maintenance calories. And another pro tip that I want you guys to do is once you have your maintenance calorie kind of average, or you put in the formula, they give you a ballpark, track your calories for a week every single day for a total of 7 days, and then take the average of that, and then you'll see where your weight kind of fluctuates when, of course, you have your maintenance calories per day. You weigh yourself each day and you have that formula of your maintenance calories as well to kind of give you a little more accurate, precise to see what your calorie is per day. So once we have that, guys, we have to be in a calorie deficit. It's pretty self-explanatory. So if you find out your maintenance calories is 2,000, you're going to operate anywhere from, I'd say, a 300 to 500 calorie deficit, depending on what your goal is. But guys, make sure you do something that's sustainable and you could do it long term. So once we have that, that's going to be core number 1. We're going to find our maintenance calories. We're going to operate in a calorie deficit. The second thing is we have to understand our macros. Our macros are huge, guys. So I want to just give you a key blueprint for each macro, as I mentioned. So for proteins, we want to operate anywhere from 0.8 to 1.4 in the high end. I recommend just starting out 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you want to go up to 1.2, that's fine as well. But at least bare minimum, just do 1 pound per pound of body weight, or 1 gram, essentially my fault. But so if you weigh 170 pounds, you do 170 grams of protein. Second step, what we need to focus on is our fats. We need to focus on our fats because they're good for hormone, to regulate our hormones essentially. But what we have to remember essentially with fats is that, guys, fats is 2x of the calories compared to proteins and carbs. So they're 9 calories per 1 gram is a fat, and then proteins and carbs are 4 calories per 1 gram. So please remember, fats are a lot, so remember your portion sizes. So once we have something like that, then we're going to move into complex carbs. So let me backtrack. When we talk about fats, it's good to have anywhere between 20 to 30% of your calories as fats. Just a little indicator for that. And now we're going to go into complex carbs. Guys, this is crucial, right? What I want you to write down is writing carbs equal complex carbs. The reason we hammer down on complex carbs essentially is because complex carbs are great for us because what they do is they make us feel full longer. They're kind of some, and not all of them, but most of them are calorie dense. So when we talk about calorie dense, they make us feel full longer. And you may think calorie dense as, has a lot of calories. I want you to look at it a different way. Calorie dense makes you essentially feel full longer. So that's the second benefit. It makes you feel full longer, and it's higher in fiber again, which makes us feel full longer, so we're not eating as much over time. And essentially, it's a good way to give us a good source of energy. It's real, it's real and healthy food we're putting in our bodies, not crap, essentially, like white bread, whole wheat bread. That's an example. Whole wheat bread over white bread. So stuff like this, guys. So those are your three keys for your macros. Just to review, try to do 1 gram per pound of body weight for proteins. Fats anywhere between 20 to 30% is a good range. Remember, fats are 9 calories per 1 gram, 2x of carbs and proteins. And then your carbs, right, equal complex carbs, stuff that makes us feel full longer. It essentially gives us better energy, and essentially it's a healthy way of eating. It's a good way, and most of them are calorie dense, but not calorie dense and high, but calorie dense as they make us feel full longer. So always watch, the nutrition labels, and always look out for what kind of complex carbs you're eating. For example, sweet potatoes, quinoa, white rice, all these different things, whole wheat bread, another one. So now that we knocked out our nutrition, let's go into our training. So guys, when we're going to our training, we need to focus on two core elements: compound overload, progressive overloading. So when we do stuff like this, we want to be focused on strength training. So when we talk about compound overloading, what I want you guys to do is to do a split that fits your schedule. So we talk about different splits. There's the push pull legs, there's the upper and lower, and then there's a full body. The full body is generally good for 2 or 3 days a week. It depends on where you're at, but I think full body is around the 2 or 3 days a week ratio, depending on how your schedule and how much work you can allocate. Then we have the upper and lower. That's really good for a 4-day split. And then the push pull legs is usually the money shot. So go with the push pull legs. I think that's the best one to go. And if you're not familiar with the push pull legs, the push pull legs essentially is when you have push, we're focused on our shoulders, our triceps, and our chest. Our pull, we're working on our back and biceps. And on legs, I usually throw core with legs. So there you go. Now we have a split. Now we need to focus on two principles, as I mentioned. Compound overloading is the first one that I'm going to break down, and then we're going to progressive overloading. Compound overloading, guys, is the ability to hit multiple compound movements that hit multiple muscle groups at the same time. So for example, compound movements, allocate towards anything like the bench press, overhead shoulder press, barbell rows, squats, incline chest press. So all these different things. So what it does, guys, it's not just hitting that muscle, it's hitting multiple. It's hitting your, for a bench press, it's not just hitting your chest, it's hitting your shoulders, parts of your tricep, parts of your core. So what we do is we're the ability to hit multiple muscle groups over time, and then this actually compounds each week and each month, and months stack to years, and that's how you get real progress right there. Next, we're going to implement progressive overloading, the ability to increase either the weight or the amount of reps we're doing over time. So for example, if you're benching 135 and you can do that for 13 times, I mean, if you want to, get, more tone, sure, you could do that. But if you want to build muscle and essentially drop your body fat percentage, I recommend strength training. Strength training is a great way to go about it, and that equals progressive overloading. So guys, what I want you to do is increase the weight. If you increase the weight, the amount of reps you're going to do is that's essentially going to drop. So you're not going to go from anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. You're going to go anywhere from 6 to 8, and then you're going to rinse and repeat that process. So what we just covered right there, again, is our split, the push-pull leg split, our essentially the way we're going to go about the two key principles, the progressive overloading and the compound overloading. So now that we have two of the three things I promised out of the way, the third thing we're going to is tracking. So guys, we have to track our calories. We have to track our macros. So once essentially in the beginning, I said you're going to have your maintenance calories, and then I broke down the macros. You're going to have your macros of essentially what your protein your goal is every single day, what your carb goal is every day, and your fats. Myfitnesspal is a great way to essentially track your macros daily and to track your calories. So what you're going to do is make sure you hit that goal every single day. And what that also allows you to do in the background is make sure your portion size are right. Make sure you're getting, the intake you need each and every single day, nutrient dense food that hit your macros and allow you to sustain this growth. And once you do this every single day, you're not only understanding what's going in your body, but you're understanding how you're going to drop this body fat, how you're going to lose that stubborn fat. Because guys, to lose the stubborn belly fat, you have to drop your body fat percentage, and your body fat percentage is the ability to have proper training, proper nutrition, and proper tracking. Once you drop your body fat percentage, then you're going to lose the stubborn belly fat. Like again, guys, you can train abs, but the abs are only going to show once you drop the body fat percentage, because then your abs actually push through the fat that's above it. And if we lose the weight, then we essentially have everything we need to succeed and to essentially lose that belly fat. So guys, I hope I gave you everything you need, A to Z, to get that stubborn belly fat out of the way. Again, guys, I try to make these videos short, high value per second, everything you need in a blueprint, and everything that I could do to make your journey a little bit easier and to get your dream aesthetic body. You know, guys, another way that you could really accelerate this growth is working with a mentor like myself right here, but anyone that really has the results you want. For myself, I've tested everything for 7 years. It really allowed me to achieve the results of my dream body, everything I did to essentially get to where I am today. And it's been an interesting road to say the least, but I learned everything, all the wrong ways of doing it, and essentially the right ways of not only integrating nutrition and fitness into my lifestyle, but living my best life with my dream body. So again, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope I give you everything you need to succeed and to get your dream aesthetic looking body, to make you look a 10 out of 10 essentially. So again, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I'm really glad I was able to throw it on the channel. If you thought this video was helpful, essentially, please give me that thumbs up. You hit that subscribe button, or you even make sure you reach out down below if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns. As always, guys, please make sure you leave a comment down below of what your favorite part of the video was. It just lets me know stuff that, what I'm saying is a real value and asset for you. And it really allows me to essentially have better ideas to make content wise. As always, guys, thank you for watching another great video on the channel. I'm stoked to put this one together, and I hope this did just that, how to lose that stubborn belly fat, and I hope I gave you the right way. Remember the 3 core principles: training, nutrition, progress. Then you're going to drop the belly fat percentage because you're going to be in a calorie deficit. Do not rely on just cardio and depleting on your carbs. It's not going to work, guys. So again, guys, thank you for watching another great video on the channel, and we'll go ahead and see the next one.